My Lords, this is second reading. We are not time limited, and I hope noble Lords who need more than 5 minutes feel free to take it. I entirely agree with what the noble Lord Cashman has just said in quoting Theresa May. I share room 23 with my noble friend Lord Hayward, and he has discussed with me the conversion therapy experiences of his friend Matt Hindman. And he says of him, I do not know how Matt is as normal as he is, given what he went through. My Lords, my knowledge and respect of my noble friend are such that even if I had not already been in that position, I would undoubtedly come at this bill thinking that this was a correct and noble aim to deal with something which is clearly perceived as an evil and experienced as evil by many people. And I was interested to hear what the noble Lady Baroness Butler-Sloss had to say about her experiences of it, looking at it from a slightly different angle. But I have deep concerns with the bill as it is drafted. As the noble Baroness Lady Burt said when she introduced it, we need a clear vision of what practices are permitted and where the line falls. And she discussed this in terms of a predetermined outlook being wrong, coercion being wrong, and that being where the line would fall. But, my Lords, that is not the way that I read the bill as it is now. I do not see those lines in it. The noble Lord Paddock said that open, questioning conversations should be permitted. I quite agree, but I don't see that in this bill. I share the concerns of my noble friend Lord Sandhurst and the noble Lord Winston. My Lords, we need to get definitions right. Sexual orientation in English is who you are attracted to sexually. That obviously includes sexual attraction towards children, and the Her Majesty's Prison Service invests a lot in conversion therapy, where that is concerned. The Equalities Act confines sexual orientation in much more narrow terms, and we need that definition in this bill. I think we should also take the opportunity to define sex, making clear, along with recent court decisions, that this is a matter of biology, male, female, men, women. We should define gender so that it clearly has a different use, that is the social and cultural attributes generally associated with a person of a particular sex, masculine or feminine. I think we need to rid ourselves of, particularly in the context of this bill, of the confusion that has arisen between the use of those two terms. And particularly in this bill, we need a definition of gender identity. My noble friend has already drawn attention to the Scottish draft. We are legislating about gender identity. We need, if doing so, to have a really clear definition of what it means. And in ordinary usage, it appears to be a very wide concept. And I hope that those who are proponents of the bill will feel able to contribute to a close definition of this. We also need protections. My Lords, therapy, and we've all received, I think, an email from the BMA. I think they are being hopelessly optimistic. Other jurisdictions have specific protection for therapy. It's clearly needed in the context of the bill as it's worded at the moment. We also need protections for parents. Many others have suggested that parents, in their ordinary discussions with children, should not be criminalised by this bill. Children, the whole process of childhood is one of maturation and ceaseless change and experimentation. Children can take on really strong identities which don't persist. Most parents of teenagers are actually delighted that they don't. It is not right to not be allowed to argue, to discuss, to be broad in one's conversations and directions to children. And the bill should not be criminalising that, as I believe it does at the moment. We need protection for religion. Again, that's common in other jurisdictions. And we need, I think, above all, to have to make it clear that the process of affirmation is conversion therapy. That taking something in a really young child and saying that means that you have a particular future determined already at age 4 is wrong. That is not what child development is about. And that picking a child early and freezing their development in that way, particularly when it involves chemical castration, when it involves physical mutilation, is something that we should be extremely wary of. And if there's one thing that this bill, as amended, might achieve, it is making sure that that is the criminal offence, not parents seeking to help their children develop.